their relationship definitely had a chaotic energy that kept fans intrigued. The way they played off each other's personalities made for a captivating dynamic, but as with most reality TV relationships, the line between entertainment and real-life issues often blurred. The moment that led to the dramatic split between Ballistic Beats and Joseline Hernandez was truly a turning point. Celebrity Insider News. It seems like everything had been building up for some time, especially considering their public spats and emotional highs and lows, whether on social media or in interviews. The calm Miami afternoon quickly turned chaotic, with Joseline returning from an event and their issues boiling over. Given their past history of volatile arguments and social media dramas, it wasn't entirely surprising that something explosive happened between them. The pressure of their public personas, combined with the stress of trying to maintain a relationship under constant scrutiny, must have taken its toll. It seemed like no matter how much they tried to work things out, their individual struggles and explosive personalities always made it difficult to keep things peaceful. What was even more surprising to fans was the intensity of the fallout. It wasn't just a small disagreement, it was something that pushed their engagement to its breaking point. It felt like a classic reality TV moment where the drama becomes too much to handle, and the reality of their toxic cycle couldn't be ignored anymore. The situation between Ballistic Beats and Joseline Hernandez definitely reached a boiling point. It's clear that while things may have appeared calm on the surface, there was a lot of unresolved tension simmering beneath it all. The issues of trust, infidelity, rumors, and poor communication are classic relationship pitfalls, especially when you're living your lives under the constant gaze of the public eye. It's easy for insecurities and suspicions to grow, especially when you're already dealing with the pressures of fame. Joseline's decision to confront Ballistic in such an emotional way shows how much frustration had been building up. Accusations of adultery and trust issues are always tough, but they're even more complicated when you're constantly in the public spotlight. The fact that she exploded in such a dramatic way, storming out and screaming at Ballistic, shows how far the situation had deteriorated. It wasn't just a petty argument, it was a culmination of months, or maybe years of unresolved issues. Her outburst and the decision to leave may have been a turning point, both in their relationship and in their public narrative. When emotions run that high, it's hard to take back words or actions. Joseline's departure was a stark statement of how deep the divide had become, and it's likely that both parties were feeling the weight of everything that had built up. Joseline's decision to end things with Ballistic was swift and decisive, reflecting the intensity of their tumultuous relationship. Her voice, cold and unyielding, left little room for negotiation, leaving Ballistic stunned and grappling with the reality of their breakup. Despite his previous attempts to salvage their connection, it was clear that this time, there was no turning back. As he packed his things, the weight of the situation seemed to hit him. Their relationship, once a fixture of reality TV drama, now felt like a shattered reflection of what it had once been. Joseline, unwavering in her resolve, stood firm in her decision to reclaim her peace. For her, this was no longer about saving a relationship, it was about self-preservation. The public's response was divided, with some fans expressing support for her choice, praising her for taking control of the narrative and prioritizing her well-being. Others, however, seemed shocked, struggling to reconcile the fiery, passionate love story they had followed with the abruptness of the breakup. But in the world of reality TV, where the line between authenticity and spectacle is often blurred, no one could have predicted how quickly things would fall apart. Joseline's decision to take a firm stand for herself resonated deeply with her followers. On Instagram, she shared a post that highlighted the importance of setting personal boundaries and maintaining self-respect, even if it meant walking away from a relationship that had once seemed promising. Her words were a reminder that, at the end of the day, one's peace and integrity must come first. Ballistic, on the other hand, expressed his pain on social media, leaving cryptic messages that hinted there was more beneath the surface of their breakup. His posts seemed to convey a sense of heartbreak, but with no clear answers, sparking even more speculation among fans about what truly led to the end of their turbulent romance. Despite the public speculation, Joseline and Ballistic remained apart, and the question lingered. Could they reconcile, or had this chapter come to a permanent close? The public's intrigue about their relationship persisted, but one thing was certain. Joseline had made a bold statement by asserting her need for peace, and Ballistic's emotional response suggested that their story wasn't as simple as it appeared. For Joseline, her actions spoke volumes. As the former Puerto Rican princess, she had always been a larger-than-life figure, but now she showed the world that even someone with such a public persona could and would prioritize their well-being above everything else. Whether this was the final end of her relationship with Ballistic, or simply another turning point in a long and complex saga, only time would tell. But for now, she had taken control of her narrative, and that was a powerful move. Joseline Hernandez, a woman known for being the center of attention in both her personal and professional life, was no exception in this case. As the reality TV world buzzed with the unpredictable nature of her love life, it became increasingly evident that she was taking charge of her own story, refusing to let anyone dictate her choices. Despite the drama and the ups and downs of her relationship with Ballistic beats, Joseline remained unshaken, demonstrating her resolve to navigate whatever the future held, whether it involved Ballistic or not. Their tumultuous relationship had certainly captivated the public, drawing attention from both fans and critics alike. However, what was once seen as a passionate love story was beginning to unravel before everyone's eyes. The couple, notorious for their fiery personalities and volatile interactions, had always been a spectacle. Joseline, originally from the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta franchise, had made her mark on reality TV as a fierce and unapologetic figure, often embodying the Puerto Rican Princess persona. Ballistic, her producer and a reality TV star in his own right, had joined her in the whirlwind of public drama. Together, they created a constant buzz. But as with many reality show relationships, the line between real emotion and scripted drama often blurred. As things reached a boiling point, fans were left wondering if this was the true end of their relationship or just another chapter in their ongoing saga. The once magnetic duo, whose relationship was full of explosive moments, was now on the brink of collapse, leaving a trail of uncertainty in their wake. Would they find a way to rebuild, or had the damage done been too much for them to overcome? The confrontation between Joseline and Ballistic was like a powder keg waiting to explode. On the surface, their relationship appeared to be stable, but behind the scenes, unresolved issues had been simmering for months. Joseline, known for her fiery temper and no-nonsense attitude, had reached her breaking point. As she confronted Ballistic about the rumors she'd been hearing, she didn't hold back. Her accusations were sharp and pointed, and she demanded answers, regardless of whether or not the rumors were true. This public showdown quickly captured the attention of their fans and followers. Some sympathized with Joseline for taking a stand and choosing her peace, while others questioned the dramatic escalation. Regardless of the opinions, it was clear that the stormy relationship between Joseline and Ballistic had reached a new, perhaps irreversible turning point. The aftermath left fans wondering if this would be another temporary break in their saga or the true end of the road for the couple.